C-Level did a study with the purpose to find out where global companies with headquarters in Switzerland are in terms of smart data, AI, and ecosystems.
Yeah.
Can you share us some of the results,
Yeah,
some of your findings?
So in our community, as you said, are global players, regional players, so all mixed together. We did a joint study where also experts from the AI Business School helped us to tackle the questionnaire. So what are like important facts that we want to find out? And there were different kind of people involved in building up, as you said, topics about smart data. So that there's like a first stage, as we say, to use data, to use insights, to make it more customer centric. And then about artificial intelligence. And in the end, everyone wants to be part of an ecosystem. So that's what we all want to reach also in the community. And what I found very interesting to find out is that on the one hand, a lot happened in the community. So really many of the C-level executives in our community invested to find out more out of their own data they have, to structure them, put teams together, to really get further and be a competitor in analytics in that kind of sense. But at the same time, what we found out is that 65% of the companies still do not have the right talent to address that. And they tried to also put in place the right position in their executive teams, so like chief data officer or CTO. But still, if you look at who makes the decisions, it's only 5% represented in that kind of area in the executive board. So it's very often still with the CEO that, of course, he needs to understand. But in the end, as we said, the capabilities then need to be in other expertise. So that was very surprising. What we also learned is that only 5% of our study participants have tackled AI in their strategy. And maybe 35% more have put some parts of AI included in their strategy. And if you look into the strategy then, what is included in that kind of part of strategy or overall is then the definition. What means AI for us? Also on the other side, do we have a joint understanding of it? What are different kind of areas that we can use AI? What are use cases? But what they didn't tackle yet is very often the implementation. So who they need, how does it need to be done? Also not looking at different kind of aspects. What does it mean ethically? Sometimes some decisions are right, top and bottom line, but they are maybe not the right decision, or there are different kind of aspects looking at it from a social aspect. And what we also learned is they went way ahead with smart data, but they're still at the beginning of AI. So that's like the next step where it gets a little more harder for them, because it's even more technology that you need. And what we also saw in that kind of way is that people are more and more willing to share also data. That was also very surprisingly good for me, that they are willing to share in that kind of sense. But still, of course, there are also some, like in the financial industry, it's harder to share information. So you see also the backgrounds where they're coming from. But all of them, or mostly all of them, have the aspiration to be part of the ecosystem, to get more innovative, to get more customer centric, and to get more disruptive. That were more the three main topics why they want to be in that field of an ecosystem. And I think that was very interesting. Of course, it was not such a big participation amount that you can represent the whole Switzerland, but still it shows that...
it shows a trend, and it really shows that the leadership competency of being technologically savvy still needs a lot of development.
It does.
It's a competency that is more and more and more important. Yeah. There's no time to wait anymore to develop it.
That's true.
It's now. It's really now.
They have little time, and then it's important to then find the right information, right?
It's really setting a priority, taking time for it, because as we said before, if we don't reinvent ourselves, we will be cannibalized. We will disappear. And it also takes a mindset shift. It takes a big mindset shift to become open again, to know that there's a lot that we don't know, and to be okay with that. It takes courage to say, I don't know, I have no idea, I need to learn again. Also, there's a lot of people who are skeptical.
Yeah.
And whenever we become skeptical, it is in the way of evolution. It is in the way of development. We lose time. So it takes a conscious choice to step into being open again and to step into learning.